what's going on, NGT community? It's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics, and the numbers are in. PlayStation 2 officially has sold more than 150 million consoles around the world over the last 11 years. It's still being sold, it's still being manufactured, and the games are still coming out of the woodwork. 11 years that console has been around. Not one console out there, not one, even comes close to the amount of units sold there. I believe the Wii has around 80 million units sold, and I'm talking about the more recent ones. The Wii, Xbox 360 is I think around 50 million, and then PS3 is around 47 million units. But even the old ones, the GameCube, the Nintendo Entertainment System, any of those things, the Genesis, right across the board, nothing comes close to the number of units that the PlayStation 2 has sold. That is a true console. Whether you're a fan of any of them, you've got to respect the fact that they've continued to manufacture a console that you paid money for way back when. As a matter of fact, I still have my PlayStation 2 and it still runs, it still is functional, and actually my kids, my boys, use it all the time. They play their games on it and they also watch movies on it. It's the original one that I bought, still working, and I got it when it was released. Oh, maybe actually a year later. I waited for the price to drop at that time, although I should have gotten it earlier. But anyway, so it's probably about 10 years old. Still works fine, no problems whatsoever with it. They've got over, I think they've sold over 1.5 billion game units. So like, of all the games out there, which there are over 10,000 different titles for that. 10,000 different games. That's a game library. You know what I mean? Like, that's absolutely insane. 10,000 games, 1.5 billion games sold. Like, that is absolutely amazing. I believe it came out in, I know I'm going to get this wrong, March of 2000, which was 1 year before the Xbox entered the marketplace. But the Xbox, I mean, it didn't even compare to it. Nowadays, I mean, they're more on par, and Xbox has a bit of an advantage now over it. Although they're kind of neck and neck, more or less, in sales compared to the Wii, which is just, you know, killing everyone else. But back then, there was nothing. There was, in terms of consoles, and we're not talking about PCs, but consoles, the PlayStation 2 was the best. Again, it was like this multi-entertainment system. Not only did it play your games, but it played your movies, played your CDs, played your movies. It was an entertainment console, and they've kept that sort of idea, you know, with the PlayStation 3, with the Blu-ray. But anyway, I just wanted to say congratulations, Sony, on making a truly amazing console that's still being sold today. 10,000 games. I mean, that's just friggin' incredible. And that's the way I think, really they should be looking at the new consoles like that. I mean, look at the longevity of that. You know, stop. And the big thing, too, was the PS3 lack of backwards compatibility. That's a horrendous mistake. I mean, I know they want to push their new games, but just imagine, man. I mean, if the PlayStation 3 had the backwards compatibility, 10,000 titles, I would definitely play some of them. Are you kidding me? Some of my favorite games were on there. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Hopefully they learn. And all of this, there was none of this, you know, console battles or anything. There really wasn't anything. I mean, the big competitors were like Sega Dreamcast, and I forget which version of the Nintendo was there. Nintendo's always done well, but this, you know, when the PlayStation 2 came out, it was the console to have. It was the next generation console, and there was nothing that compared to it. I mean, Nintendo had the fun games still, but this is when you started wanting to get into the more serious games as a console gamer. And they brought it, and they still sell it. I mean, obviously it's changed a lot. It's like super micro. I mean, I have the big one upstairs, but it's still running. I mean, it was built amazingly. I've heard people say, like, I've read some comments in some of the news things, but they were like, oh, I had two and it crapped out. They're built like garbage. Dude, you got a lemon. Or you sat on it, you spilt your bong water on it. I don't know. But I've got my original for over 10 years. Never ever had it repaired. Never had any problems with it. So, I don't know. Every system has a lemon once in a while. With that being said, anyway, I wanted to know if any of you ever had a PlayStation 2. I know a lot of you are young and you're new to gaming, but have you ever bought one? Do you have one? Did you want to actually get one? Because I'll tell you right now, in terms of game libraries, you're not going to get a better game library than the PlayStation 2. I mean, over 10,000. Actually, it's close to 11,000. I think it's like 10,800 titles. So pretty much on the verge of 11,000 different games that you can play on there. Everything you can imagine on there. And the games are still fun, you know what I mean? Still fun to play. Not at the same graphics level, but, you know, nowadays, I wouldn't really care. As long as the game is fun, that's what I want to play. So I'm curious, any of you guys had a PS2, a PlayStation 2? If you ever own one, you know, you should probably get one. It's pretty cheap. You could pick one up. You get an instant library of amazing games. You know what I mean? Even if they're not at the same level as the other ones, I guarantee you're going to find hundreds of games that you'd love, even now. Anyway, I'm Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. Once again, congratulations, Sony. That's an amazing feat. Peace. Thanks for watching. Whether it's positive or negative, please comment and rate the video. Help us improve. Hey guys, we're on Netflix! Okay, well, we're not on Netflix, but we are officially sponsored by them now. Thousands of movies and TV shows available every day at the click of a button. For a free 1-month trial membership, simply click on the link in the description, courtesy of NextGenTactics. Yeah, you're welcome.